Hi guys, so today I want to talk to you about books. I read a lot of books. The past maybe 6 months or something I haven't read at all, I think. When I saw Kristina, italktosnakes on YouTube, a video about book guilt, I realised, God, I have so many books I need to read that I have on my shelf. I went to my shelves and I picked out every book that I hadn't read. There weren't as many as I thought they would, so I haven't bought as many as I thought I would have done. We're going to start off with these two. They are parody books, actually. I got them from my sister. Just having them on my shelf is kind of cool, but I really should read it. The first is Barry Trotter and the Shameless Parody. So it's a parody book of Harry Potter. I actually put it beside my Harry Potter books. I have no clue if it's good or not, but I thought it would be fun to have it. Another parody book is Board of the Rings. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna read them. I don't know when. Haven't even started them. Then next book, it's Stephen King, Sal. I bought it on sale, as you see in the orange tag here. I have read about this far in it. I don't really even remember what it was about, so I have to read it again. I love Stephen King, I just haven't read this one, and we'll see. Then we're going to talk about, actually, we're going to talk about two books at the same time, because we're going to talk about the author, and her name is Sophie Oksanen. So she's half Finnish and half Estonian. The first book I read from her was called Stalin's Goats. It was about 3 generations of women. It was about Estonia, it was about Finland, and it was about eating disorders. It's a very strong book. It took me a while to read through it because it's very emotional. A really amazing book. So when I went out after I had read that, I bought her 2 of her books. One is called Baby Jane, and it's basically about a girl that had panic attacks. Then we have this, which is about Estonia and when it was taken by the Soviet Union. I'm gonna be very glad to read it. And if you can find her, and these books are in Swedish, they are translated into English, so if you can find them, read them. She's an amazing author. Then we're gonna go for the next, and this is kind of a strange book. This book is called My Life with Saddam. It's a Swedish author called Lena Katarina Svanberg who made this book, but she isn't the one that is in it. It's about Saddam's lover, not wife, lover, Parisula Lampsos. It's a very good book and I'm like halfway through, see? Haven't gone through it. It takes a while to read it. It's easier to read English books than Swedish books for me because the Swedish language is kind of harsh. Now we go to an English book again. This is Scarlett Thomas and the book is called Our Tragic Universe. And I started reading Scarlett Thomas when I found the book The End of Mr. Y, and I fell so much in love with that book. So I read her other 2 books and this is the 4th on the list, and again I'm a couple of pages in. It's a bit guilt that I have a tendency to put down books and start reading others. Then we have 3 books that I actually don't know if I have read. I was out at my parents' place and they have like this community house out there, and they had a couple of books and some of the money from the sale went to the community house, so I bought 3 books. These are 3 Swedish books. I have no clue what they're about. I think I bought them because they sounded okay. We'll see if I read them. I do things like that, okay? Then we have the last book on the list. I said it wasn't that many. It's The Left Hand of God. It's by Paul Hoffman. Basically, I'm a fantasy maniac. I love fantasy books, I love vampire books, I love all kind of fantasy books, and when I saw the front of this book, I mainly buy books because of the front of it, I knew that I wanted to read it. We'll see. It's gonna be a good book. And that was all my books from me. If you are an avid reader like me and have any sort of tips on books that I could read, please put them in the comments. Maybe make a video like this, tell me what your favorite books are or your book guilt is, so I can have more books to buy and more books to read. I'll see you later. I love you guys. Bye.